I'm Joel Sirmon from Bell Forest at Surman Farms. We have my brother, my partner James, and my mother Shirley, and my wife Patty. My father was a dairyman. We grew up on a dairy farm for milk for 28 years. We got into some fair to finish hogs, and then we went into vegetables. James, he did all the selling, and his quote was always from A to Z. We had asparagus to zucchini, and then we transitioned that into cotton, and then to peanuts, and then when we had the vegetables, we grew sweet potatoes.
I've been here on the farm 72 years.
Prior to that,
And prior to
we've been
that,
out here over 100 years.
Yeah.
Surman Farms has.
he would be 98 this year, and he was born here on this farm, so over 100 years. Yeah.
He was a family of 5, and his dad died when he was like 13, so he was the only son. He had to be the man of the family, and he's been farming ever since, till he passed away in 18.
Well, I have to say, to begin with, we had 5 children, 3 girls and the 2 boys. And so the girls including, really, as young children, have always worked on the farm. They always, like you said, we've done many, many things to provide for our family, try new things, and they've always been able to work, like in the dairy, the vegetables and everything. They all, were willing to work. They've been very good workers as children and as adults, coming on.
Daddy taught us that we wasn't ever scared of trying something new. We did a lot of different things that some people said it couldn't be done. And like I said, we grew asparagus, and it came new here, and we grew you-pick strawberries. We had 13 acres of you-pick strawberries at that time. So Mama and Patty worked up at the field, running the show there. Sweet potatoes, very labor intensive, one for our H2A labor would be in a world of hurt. So we plant by hand, we grade by hand, pick up by hand. So. During harvest, we pick them up in those wooden crates. They hauled in here, and James puts them in here for 2 or 3 weeks. They cure, then he puts them in a cooler. And then as he gets orders for sales, he'll wash them and grade them and pack them in boxes and ship them out. But nothing's washed up until then. The dirt acts out like a protective barrier on the potato. And you saw in the packing house, all different shapes, sizes. So, all of it's edible food. It's just, some of it is not as perfect as people want it to be. I love farming, but none of our kids on the farm, which that's okay too. It's not for everybody.
That's the bad part to me, is we have no young children that will take over the farm. We don't have many boys to begin with. I'm talking about grandchildren now, my grandchildren and great-grandchildren. That,
Tell them how many grandchildren and great-grandchildren you have.
24 grandchildren and 26 great-grandchildren.
Oh my goodness.
Did you count the 2 on the way?
No, I'm not counting the 2 on the way. Count 2 on the way.
Aye.